All right, so we got another banger here. Absolute Peak dropped a few days ago. Degenerosity. This video is about PLAYBOI CARTI. I always love all his essays, but especially when he's talking about artists like Kanye. His take on the whole beef situation with Kendrick and Drake was very interesting. So I'm very interested to see what bro got to say about PLAYBOI CARTI. Crazy that I'm not subbed, at least on this account, but I'm about to fix that right now. Let's get into it.
After years of waiting, after years of anticipation, after many delays, a scrapped album, and so many fit pics, the hype for PLAYBOI CARTI's next album was immense. And since his last album, Whole Lotta Red, I saw in real time his fan base grow from a fairly regular base that would appreciate his music to a group that worshipped his very existence. And I would sometimes take part of that, but not for no reason. Ever since his last album, you can hear his influence from a lot of up-and-coming artists. This album started a new wave of rap, which is crazy to think about because it seemed like everybody, including his fans, hated this album on its release, but now it's considered by a lot of them as his best. From then on, Carti has been looked at.
I liked Whole Lotta Red when it came out. I'll always say that. I thought it was a banger. Niggas that was calling it trash was blowing me. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are calling I Am Music trash now. I'm like, I'm not going, bro. I already say it's good. Just put it in a vacuum. Don't think about Carti's character. Separate the art from the artist. That shit is a banger. There's basically almost no skips for me. That shit is peak vibes, pure vibes. I'm not gonna go on record calling it trash with all these other corny niggas, only for 8 months later for them to be talking about album of the year. No sir, not me.
As a musical genius. But the delays for his new album, I Am Music, did cause a lot of us to lose hype and hope for this project ever releasing. People would call him a liar, a false prophet. People felt like they were duped by the singles he was releasing because they thought the album would never come out. Then many of us came to the conclusion that we left Carti in 2024 when he didn't drop the album that year. Then he said the album was dropping that Friday, and the hype instantly came back. I mean, we had the bald British guy confirm it, so we know it's really happening. New music! Thank you, Carti. I never doubted you for a second. And after, of course, a few more delays, having dudes wait all night on the album that ain't even released until the next morning, he finally dropped I Am Music on Friday. His first album in almost 5 years, and his first collaboration album ever with DJ Swamp Izzo. And the number one question is, did it live up to the hype, and is it good?
Swamp Izzo.
I liked it. I mean, it's magnificent. I ain't never heard music bless my ears like this before in my life. Carti's the GOAT. But I do have some thoughts.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly how I feel about it. I do have thoughts. I won't lie to you, but it's peak. It's very, very good.
Let me tell you everything I liked. First, there's energy in both vocals and production throughout the entire project. I can imagine almost every song on here being hype at concerts, which makes the album a fun listen. Songs like K-Pop, Toxic, Crank, Coca-Cola Knows are all exciting songs for me. And the intro track, Pop Out, I wasn't too into it on a first listen. I was low-key thinking, why is this the intro track? The beat sounds like an alarm clock. But after a few more listens, it has grown on me.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, this might be my favorite song on the album. I'm being so for real. This song is just pure hype. Second, the features on here are stacked.
Amazing.
There's The Weeknd, Young Thug, 2 Future features, 2 Lil Uzi features,
Travis,
3
K-Dot.
Travis Scott features, and 3 Kendrick features, which I'm surprised he's even on here, let alone being on 3 songs. And I'm not here to talk about the hypocrisy of Kendrick wanting to be on this album while dissing Drake being a deadbeat dad, while at the same time being featured on an album with one.
Nobody cares.
Those are valid criticisms, but I'm just here to judge the music. And I like every song Kendrick is on. Backdoor, he don't do anything crazy, but the song is supposed to be a vibe anyway, and that it is. Good Credit just overall slaps. It's a hard track, especially
Mojo Jojo
Kendrick's
goes stupid.
verse. He's spitting rhymes and tweaking at the same time. And when he said, Carto my evil twin, Carti my evil twin, bro, that's just funny. How can you hate? And him on Mojo Jojo, he don't spit a verse, more like he's just introing the beat drop, but I still love it.
Yo, Carti, I need that Back to the Future. I need that extraterrestrial PP, Carti. Give it to me. Just like that, Carti. Just like that.
When I heard Kendrick say that beautiful poetry, I felt that in my dick. Travis and Carti on Philly also goes hard, although it sounds like a Travis Scott song featuring Carti. I still enjoyed it. Like Wheezy with the first ever SpongeBob feature, sounds like pure happiness and joy. I get all giddy when I hear it. Charge them hoes a fee. Future, Carti, and Travis coming back together on the track Sense Type. One of my favorite songs of last year. I don't feel the same about this track, but it's cool. Lil Uzi's features were nice too. Even though he only plays on 2 tracks that are only a minute and a half long, he gave a nice verse on Twin Trim and a verse
Radar with Metro Boomin is fucking fire too. I just wish the mix was better on it.
on Jumpin' that sounds like an elementary school rhyme. And I don't mean that as an insult, it's a fun song. And the song We Need All the Vibes with Young Thug and Ty Dolla $ign is such a good summer.
Bro, the shit with The Weeknd too is peak. I can't believe more people aren't saying that's the best song. To me, that's either the best song or the second best song. Rather Lie. God damn, that shit is a banger.
Song. I can already see myself walking at the beach or pool, listening to this song, feeling like the man. The features on here really elevated the album for me. I'm a fan of all of them. With that, combined with Carti's energy and the cool production throughout most of the tracks, this album is almost great. Almost. I like the album, but there are things that hold it back for me.
Okay.
First, other than the songs Good Credit, Pop Out, and Crank, there are no other songs I would say I love on here. A lot of likes.
What? Bro, Rather Lie? I could put that shit on repeat for the whole day, bro.
Not much love to give. And I have to say, I think the album is a little bloated. And songs I formed...
That I will say, bro. Honestly, I kind of wish he just picked like the 15 best and just went with those, bro. That would have been better. I'm not gonna lie. I always say that longer projects blow me, bro. Longer projects blow me. I couldn't get through Drake's latest drop because 21 songs is just too long for me, bro. Like, it's just too much music. Please split it up into 2 projects. Do a deluxe something, please.
Formerly loved before the album release were low-key ruined, like Hood by Air and Evil Jordan. Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah.
Evil Jordan now has a minute-long intro that sounds like those TikTok edits of the song. And when the beat is about to drop, he adds this ugly-ass snare and a Roblox gun sound.
Bro, I hate the gunshots in all of them, and I do not like the trap snares that they added. They didn't just only do that to Evil Jordan. They did that to like almost every track that had already been out, and then they sprinkled that across the entire album. And I guess that's like a Swamp Izzo kind of like addition, and I'm not crazy about it, bro. I'm not crazy about it. I won't lie. I didn't really like it. It could have done without it. Even now on like my 200th listen of the project, I'm like, I kind of wish they didn't overproduce or like just throw in ridiculous things in terms of the production.
Effect, killing the beat drop of the song. This song did not need all of this, bro. Save that intro for the concerts. Then Hood by Air is also ruined by the unnecessary snare, in his intro,
bro,
and throughout the whole song,
stupid.
bro. Why was the snare added? I don't know. I love the original versions of this song way more than the album versions. This snare is added in a lot of songs. Most of the time it's not bad, but those 2 songs, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
It's not bad, but it's just unnecessary in general.
Song Opium Baby sounds like it was straight made using a soundboard. Not just that, it don't even sound good. It might sound good for schizo memes, but nowhere else. And although I do like Crush, the song sounds like one long intro. The song feels like it's building up to something grand, something magical.
Which is funny because that beat has no snare in it. I'm like, y'all could have added some snare in it to make it sound like a more complete piece, but shit.
Then it never happens. The beat drop was underwhelming. Travis is just doing ad-libs the entire time. Then Carti drops a short verse, and after that, the song is basically over. And I'm disappointed.
Crush still goes hard,
when I heard
though.
that snippet Carti dropped, I was like, yep, this is about to be the best song on the album. Just to be hit with 3 minutes of build-up. I'm also a little disappointed that he didn't add Backrooms or 2024 on there, even though it's 2025, but I still like the song. He did add the songs on his album to his website, though. And all you have to do to listen to them is pay $8 in this economy? Thank God for SoundCloud. This one hurts, but I can't not talk about the alleged AI use of Rather Lie and Fine. Now, many people are speculating it to be AI because his vocals sound very off on those tracks.
I'm not gonna lie, I do notice that it kind of doesn't sound like Carti, at least on Rather Lie. I mean, because Kanye used AI for Last Breath with all those Spanish lyrics, and I didn't really care. But again, I really don't be noticing how people notice. Like, the only reason that made me say that Kanye used AI was because I was like, bro, I'm almost positive Kanye is not bilingual and cannot speak fluid Spanish and sing it like this. I'm almost positive this has got to be some kind of AI.
Yet to see no great evidence of these 2 tracks being AI yet. None of this is confirmed, so I'm not gonna pass it off as fact.
Okay.
So, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss, so I'ma still be bumping Rather Lie until this is confirmed. Outside of those complaints, yeah, I like the album. When listening to Carti, I'm not expecting anything groundbreaking nowadays. I'm expecting music that would make me want to break the ground. And the album delivers that for a lot of it. There's a lot of tracks I like, but there's also a lot of tracks I'm just like, for. Y'all gonna hate me for this. But if I were to rate every Carti album out of 10, it'd be like this. His self-titled an 8.5. Dial It,
9. Yes, sir. Whole Lot of Red. I'll give it a 9 too.
Whole Lot of Red, a 8. And I would rate I Am Music a 6.5.
Nah, just round that to 7 because 7 would be understandable. I gave it a 6 on my first listen, but I'm about it at 8 right now.
Hell no.
It's not that bad, honestly. It's not that bad.
Okay, wait a second. Even when
I see where you're
compare
going
it to the rest of his albums, after all, comparison is the thief of joy, I would still rate it the same. I think it's a fun album, but most importantly, I think this is a concert album. This is an album that's meant for the people to go crazy to at his performances. And I believe it at least achieves that. Like, I watched that Rolling Loud performance on Sunday. His set list was lit. And do I think it lived up to the hype? Honestly, I'm satisfied. I've been blue-balled of this album so many times that I'm just glad it's here. And it's not trash. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. I had fun with this album. I know I can't get lit to Beethoven like the way I do with Carti. Debussy, on the other hand, Carti gotta sit down for it. I'm signing off. And in conclusion, this album needed way more Swamp Izzo.
Swamp.
Honestly, I kind of agreed with pretty much all his takes. I think I like the album a little more overall than he did, but I do agree that like I think the rest of Carti's discography is better in comparison. I think he just maybe put more effort into the rest of his discography than he did this. A lot of the songs seemed as if they were done at the last minute or closer to the deadline than some other ones. But hey, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.